Good morning, good looking people, and you're good looking because you're always looking, and of course, you are finding the good in everything. How was your week? Hope it was awesome. Hope it was successful. Hope you guys are all doing great and ready for a wonderful Shabbos. Today's Hayom Yom is for the 17th of Menachem Av, and we're talking about what we talked about yesterday, which was the inner mystical dimensions of Torah, which is the fire of Torah. And really, there's a concept that we say in security training is that whatever you put in your practice is what shows up in a real situation. Essentially, down here, what we're saying is whatever you learn down here in this world and the time you put in here, after 120 years, that's what you're going to get up there. So it says, as much time as you allotted for learning down here, after 120, you'll be able to spend that much time up there as well. Also, the reason we're talking so much about the inner dimensions of Torah is we just talked about the second set of luchos that we got in Parshas V'eschanan, and it says with the second set of luchos, there are all these additional lights and oral law and all the different oral Torah that came with the second set of luchos. So let's read the Hayom Yom inside, and then we'll go to the message, and then we'll have a great weekend and Shabbos. So for the Hayom Yom of 17, the Menachem Av, the Tzemach Tzedek once explained why the Pnimis Torah, which is the inner dimensions, the fire, the Torah, the Torah's inner secrets, is likened to fire because it vitalizes one's study of the revealed dimensions of the Torah. When a person studies a halacha and knows that after his 120 years in this world, he will study the same halacha in Gan Eden, it lights up a little fire within him. So it's very exciting. And think about it for a moment, that whatever we study here after 120, we will study there, except it's going to be in a completely different dimension, different understanding. I mean, the halacha of kashrus, or the halacha of putting on tefillin, yes, down here we're eating and we have to make sure everything is kosher, and yes, we have to put on tefillin and follow all the rules, but after 120, we're not going to have physical food to eat. We're not going to have physical tefillin to put on. So all these different mitzvahs and ideas that we're learning here are going to be completely different there. And that's what fires up the soul, knowing that after 120 years, everything that it learned down here is going to be completely different, a totally different type of inspiration and understanding of these mitzvahs. So, one very important thing, and I want to read it inside. It says, when a person understands this principle, implies that Tzemach Tzedek, he will not leave a free moment down here without Torah study. For each new idea will become a source of infinite pleasure in Gan Eden. So take advantage of the opportunity and of the time. Try to get in as much learning as you can and look for the fire. We talked about Nigla is more water, but the inner dimensions, that's the fire, the Chassidus, the inner aspects, the secrets. And with that, we'll learn as much as we can. And after 120 years, when Mashiach will be here, then we'll see all the different angles that we've been waiting to see in a completely different dimension and aspects. Have a great Shabbos. Have a great weekend, and we will talk more on Sunday.